Hey guys, it's Rob, HNRE42. I want to first just say Happy New Year to everyone. Today is January 1st, 2015. Hope everybody's had a safe but fun and exciting New Year's Day. So, a lot of superstitious people say that, whatever you do on New Year's Day, you'll do throughout the year, yada, yada, yada. Being an Ammo Mafia member, I'm going to buy some ammo on New Year's Day, with intent that it brings me prosperous ammo throughout the year. So, notice that M22s and Winchester 555 were coming in at my local store, or just right down the road. Got there about 20 till 7. I was the only person in line. The clerk at this particular store, I don't know how else to say it. She hates me. She hates me because of one reason. I don't care what any of the trolls say. It's not that I buy ammo. She cares less about that. She hates me because a couple months ago, and I didn't make a video and tell you guys about this, but I came in around noon, and there was some CCI quiets there, and Flint Scanner said they had 40. They were on the Walmart app, showing they were in stock. I asked the lady if she had some. She said she didn't get any. It was a really long story that I'm not going to explain fully, but it ended up with a manager taking me to the ammo cage and opening up the ammo cage for me and saying, "Help me find this." And I pointed right at the box and said, "There they are." He pulled them out and took me to the cash register himself. She was standing near the ammo case when we went to check out, and she just played dumb. "Where were those? Where'd those come from?" And he said they were right exactly where they were supposed to be, and I need you to get in my office right now. So she got coached and writ up for that offense, and there's a lot more that goes into that story. I just summed it up for you guys really, really quick, and she's hated me ever since then. So this morning, she has a boyfriend. She's not a young girl at all, but she has a boyfriend, and I always thought it was her husband, but I found out it's not her husband, it's her boyfriend, and he's with her every morning, and he kind of lingers around and tries to buy 22s at any chance that they're there, of course, which I don't blame him for that. I would do the same thing. But what she started doing each time they do have 22s is she'll send him around the corner first and find out who's in line, how many people are in line, and not only how many people are in line, but who's at the front of the line. And so when he came around the corner at about 5 till 7 this morning, he saw me and me alone standing at the counter. So he doubles back, and he goes back to where he came from, and of course reports to her at this point that just that one guy's there, and yeah, it's the asshole that you hate. She comes back. By the time she gets back out there, 3 other guys that are regulars, they come blind every day. They're all Vietnam vets, and they show up every single day regardless of anything. They don't hunt with apps or anything. They just come to Walmart every morning, 5 to 7. They got ammo, they got 22s, they buy it. If they don't, no big deal. But that's 9 boxes of ammo on those 3 guys every single day. You can count on it. So anyway, she comes out and she pops open the Winchester White Box 555s. And I'm at the front of the line, and I asked her, I said, "Well, what about the Winchester 1,000 round boxes?" She said, "What are you talking about?" "You didn't get any 1,000 round boxes? You don't see them in my cart, do you?" I said, "No, it's interesting. I'm surprised they're not in your cart." all along, the manifest, the printout, was laying in the cart right near the front of the cart where I could see it. And the way it works, all us ammo mafia you guys know that once that ammo comes in and is verified, it gets highlighted by the night shift manager or whoever's, verifying the shipment. So it had a highlight on it, and I could see the item, and I knew it was highlighted. So I'm going, they're on the list there. And she tells me at this point, no, they're not on my list. And I said, they're highlighted. Right? She grabs that manifest and throws it over her shoulder, literally throws it so that I can't see it. And she said, I said, they were on the list. I saw them, right? But so after she gets done, she gets it back out. She looks at it. She says, those are shotgun shells. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself at this point, lie number one, they're not on my list. Lie number two, those are shotgun shells. Why? Why? What is your point? What is your reason? It's in black and white, printed on paper. Why are you... This doesn't make sense to me. Is it an honest mistake? Did they just not get put in the cage? But I can't think that way because she's blatantly lying to me. She's reading the piece of paper. It specifically says Winchester 40 grain, 22 long rifle, round nose, and she says those are shotgun shells. I don't know. So, this is a real damn long story. I'm trying to shorten it as much as I can. Not leave out important parts. But I passed on the Winchester 555s because I know what was going to happen. She thought she'd come out, bring the 555s, tell me that's all they had. I would buy those. Her boyfriend would be hanging out. These would get found. I've already bought my 3-box limit. These go to him. So that's the reason why I passed on the 555s. At this point, I didn't want to argue with her. I didn't want to fight. I mean, whether you guys believe it or not, I'm a really nice guy. I've always been respectful to this lady. I've always called her ma'am. I've never accused her of anything. Ever. Never one time ever. So I just turned around, walked my ass straight to a manager. To the store manager, not just a department manager or some shit like that. Go to the head chief. Explain to the head chief what's going on. He goes over there with me. He's like, hey, where's this ammo this guy's looking for? And she said, I didn't get any. He said, well, where's the manifest? She pulls out the manifest and she says, they're not on here. And he's saying, all right, well, go through it with me. And she gets right to them. They're highlighted. And she goes, oh, those? Yeah, of course those. I mean, come on. You're not dumb. You're an intelligent person. Why play so dumb? So there's lie number 3. He pulls out his smartphone, and he has a totally different app than I've ever seen. He scans the barcode. She gave him the UPC off the manifest. That's what it was. And it pulls up this graph of all this stuff. It was really interesting. But it showed the history on this item for like the past... Well, he could do it in increments. But he had the last 3 months selected, the past 90 days. And he was positive. They were on last night's truck. They were signed for by a manager. Last night, they were checked off. They were in that store. And that there were 0 sales. That was the next thing she tried to say. Well, maybe somebody sold them in the middle of the night. He knew that was untrue because he looked at his report. So he takes me to the side and he's like, look, man, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. He said they were here last night. They were here all through the night. And now they're gone. She says she don't have them. I'm going to the cameras. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I told him, cool. He was a night shift manager. Night shift store manager. He hooked up with the day shift manager when the day shift manager came in. He explained the situation to the day shift manager. The day shift manager started reviewing the films. The plan was for me to meet back up with dude. He came back to work at 7 p.m. tonight. I was going to give him, a good 30 minutes. He told me to meet him at 7. So we needed a grocery shop anyway. So we headed to the store around 7:30. Did all of our grocery shopping. Around 8 o'clock, I decided to walk around the store, see if I could find him. If I didn't, then I was going to page him, but I ran into him. And that's the only reason why I didn't get any video footage, because he kind of surprised me. I come around the corner and we literally just ran right into each other. At that point, it was kind of difficult for me to say, hold on to this conversation, I want to film this. So I couldn't really do that. But he pulls them. He says, look, man, they ended up on a pallet in sporting goods, on an empty pallet in sporting goods about 30, 45 minutes after you left. My opinion, she got scared. She got scared. She had intentions and a plan. As I'm pulling out of the store around 8 o'clock, I see her old man, her boyfriend, come walking from behind the truck docks, walking all the way around the building back to automotive. There's no parking back there. There's no cars back there. There's nothing back there other than a back door to the store. Now, you tell me what's going on. I don't know. I mean, what I do know is this manager brought these out, sold them to me. Here's a ticket right here. 8, focus. I told you guys I wasn't going to show you tickets, and I'm not, unless it's something out of the ordinary, is what I said in my deal. 8:07 tonight, January 1st, 2015. So he brought them out, sold them to me, and he said, man, this isn't over. I'm going to find out how they got on that pallet. I'm turning over rocks. So, I don't know. I'll keep you guys up to date as much as I can find out. This manager's young. He's early to mid-30s. He's extremely energetic about his job. He cares. He gives a shit. And I really enjoyed working with him. Not because I ended up with this ammo on my table right now, because he gave a shit. So that's kind of it's a long story, and I apologize that it is so long. But I left a lot of the fine details out. These crazy damn Walmart experiences, man, those turn into long videos, but nonetheless, there's the ammo. I passed on the 555s. Everybody be keeping an eye out for M22, Winchester 555, CCI Mini Mag, round nose and hollow point. They should be coming to your area soon. I wish all my fellow Mafia members a hell of a happy new year. I told Flint the other day, man, we gave them hell in 2014. I say we shake them up, keep them on their toes in 2015. Let's ride this thing out, man. Let's see what we can turn up. All right, guys. We'll see you around, fellas and sisters. 2015.